Welcome to Electrified. It's your host, Dylan Loomis. So, Friday, pretty anticlimactic outside of the last 5 minutes or so of trading. Of course, the daily volume was insane, but in terms of closing stock price, I said in an episode last week I was hoping for over $700 per share, and we got so close, but after hours, we're looking at around $677 a share. I won't get into detail here as I assume all of you watch Tesla daily if you watch these episodes, and if you're not, you really should. So first up, we may see Bose technology in Teslas, and for a semi-audiophile like myself, this is great news. DSP Concepts, the company that develops the sound platform Tesla uses, which is called Audio Weaver, announced a new collaboration with Bose. So the famous quiet comfort technology that Bose is known for is coming in the form of road noise control, or RNC, to Tesla vehicles. So when I test drove a Performance Model 3, the sound system was sick, and that was probably about 2 years ago now. Tesla did hire some engineers from Bang & Olufsen, who are also widely known for their sound prowess. And this is really important because, as we know, without a traditional ICE, electric cars are really quiet, which yes is great, but then it's also not great because a lot of the road and wind noise becomes more noticeable, making sound control in the cabin very important. This technology from Bose was actually introduced last year, and it's aimed at minimizing unwanted sound in the cabin. Basically, RNC is designed to cancel the noise from the road and tires and uses accelerometers that detect vibrations that come from the road and the tires that travel through the chassis and then into the vehicle. So their algorithm basically generates anti-noise signals. And add this technology to the double pane glass, and clearly Tesla is looking to improve on the in-cabin audible experience, which is a big deal for a lot of people, myself included. And of course, the innovations at Tesla continue on the exterior, where some owners are getting deliveries with the new headlights. From reading the forums, it seems pretty random who's getting the updated headlights, as build dates and VINs aren't that helpful in painting a picture. But yes, it is more than just aesthetic changes, as these headlights are supposed to be adaptive. If you missed the previous episode, basically adaptive headlights can follow the bends on turns and move with the wheel yaw and angle. Simply put, they are smart lights, which are, to my knowledge, legal in the US. It's the full matrix LED functions, like switching off a part of the beam to avoid blinding cars in front of you or behind you, that's not yet legal. Why, you may ask? Because these laws were made about 50 years ago, and yes, they need to be changed. It is ridiculous, but it is what it is. Next up, in case you missed it in the hoopla that was the S&P inclusion last week, we got a leak that the single motor rear wheel drive Model Y is supposed to be released in January 2021. This from a Tesla chat representative. Unfortunately, we didn't get any detail on pricing, but it will be more affordable than the all-wheel drive version, and since it is lighter, we may also see more range. Currently, the long-range all-wheel drive version is listed at 326 miles. Okay, so on Thursday, there's a chance some of you missed the fact that the S&P Global Ratings boosted Tesla's credit rating from BB- to BB. So here's a chart of the ratings, and here's where Tesla is now boxed in. I understand this doesn't mean much to a lot of you, but due to Tesla's equity share sales this year, their net debt is basically zero. In simple terms, Tesla has more cash on its balance sheet than debt. So you may be asking yourself, well, what the hell is required to be investment grade? While that's a good question, it's also a loaded question, but for Tesla, given that they're in a disruptive, aka uncertain space, EVs, there are still skeptics of overall EV growth, and so basically that's why they are rated as they are. So another quick note in the investment arena, though, a tidbit if you will, Credit Suisse mentioned that only about 81% of Tesla's market cap will be in the S&P 500 because it's based on free float market cap. This means the remaining 20% or so that is held by insiders won't be adding to the volatility or the weight of Tesla in the index. So nothing at all to worry about here in the slightest. It's just Tesla won't have as big of an effect on the swings of the index as it would have if the S&P wasn't based on free float market caps. We also got this headline from Fred at Electric, but to save you the time, basically this is more of an in-car display situation, meaning the software will more accurately display the range of vehicles. There's also some discrepancy over new deliveries right now, with some owners getting 82 kilowatt hour packs and others still getting the 77 kilowatt hour version. So clearly Tesla is transitioning into various upgrades. And you may have seen this headline, and honestly, the back and forth at Berlin has me exhausted. So all you need to know is apparently Tesla hasn't paid a security deposit on time, so things are on pause yet again. Of course, this isn't a money problem, it's a communication and admin issue, but I can't imagine this becoming a big deal, so just keep it on your radar. And to send you on your day with a chuckle, hopefully, unless you're a Toyota shareholder, their fearless leader, Akio Toyoda, said EVs were overhyped, too expensive, and that Japan would run out of electricity in the summer if all cars were electric. Toyota has been asleep at the wheel for some time with the EV transition, but this is basically Toyota publicly picking their coffin for some time this decade. Layman's terms for what he said was, EVs are too hard and we're not interested in being a part of the future. But that's going to wrap it up for today's episode. I thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like the video if you did. Consider subscribing for more Tesla content, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I hope that you have a great day.